Following is a video of how to use and where to find time adjustments. What you're looking at is the WebTech main page with no service calls here, but there is a file menu. This file menu is always active regardless of whether or not you have calls dispatched to you or not. It's not something you've likely used that often. Click on the file menu, and there are three options. Exit exits the program. Version gives information about the program. Adjust time brings you to the time adjustment dialog box. This dialog box allows you to submit adjustments to your payroll time. And the adjustments are in different categories. And this is really important to understand. If you make a mistake on a work order and you inadvertently submit PM instead of AM, and that results in a large error on time, the intent is not to go backwards. We don't want to have a field manager have to redispatch the same call to you so that you can go in and try and submit another adjustment. The idea is you made a mistake, and this is the easiest way to get through it for everyone involved. It's easier for the field manager. He doesn't have to do any rework. It's easier for you because you don't have to do any rework as the technician, and it's easier on the administrative staff who are processing the information. So basically what you do is select one of the reasons for a time adjustment. In the case of the mistake, adjustment regular and adjustment OT would be the two that you'd pick. So let's say that you oversubmitted time to the tune of 10 hours. You'd select adjustment regular. You'd pick the quantity, in this case, -10. And then you'd pick the date. This is very important. If this is for yesterday's work, you want to make sure that you are submitting it so that it matches up with the proper day. So if you made the mistake on Sunday, and the reason I'm using that as an example is because the day I'm recording this is actually Monday. Monday pops up as the default. When you hit the drop-down menu, you're given a calendar, and you can just select the previous day. So I'll select Sunday the 1st. Adjustment date is now displayed correctly, and then you'd put a comment in here. I defer to your field manager as to what they expect to see for comments. In this case, perhaps you have a work order number which you're making a reference to, and you may say I made a mistake. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. The point is that this is a free type text box which allows you to explain the reason for your adjustment. When you are done, very important, submit adjustment. You need to click this. When you do click it, I'm going to put in a 0 adjustment for myself. Submit adjustment. What you're going to see pop up, your time adjustment has been saved locally. Until you hit the sync button on the WebTech main page, this information is still stuck locally. So I'm going to hit OK. Now my sync button is active. And when I click sync, I will see the sync process has been completed. This is very important. This lets you know that the information has been translated to the database. Now, going back to adjustments. Adjustments can be used for lots of different reasons. Another one is a holiday. If today were July 4th, you're not working because you got the day off. You come in the next day, and now you need to submit 8 hours of holiday. So one of the choices, holiday pay. Hours, 8. Adjustment day. Now, if today were July 4th, you'd want to pick the previous day. Or excuse me, if today were July 5th, let's say you start working the day after, but you want to submit yesterday's holiday pay, you just select the day that you want to submit it on. And in the case of July 4th, make sure it says July 4th. And in here, you type something along the lines of holiday. You click Submit Adjustment. Again, you'd be told that that was saved locally, and you need to sync WebTech in order to submit it. So File, Adjust Time. Another example could be you had a training. So if you had 6 hours of work in one day and then you had a 4-hour training, you don't bill training to work orders. Remember, the intent is not to cover unbillable time. It is just to allocate it to what it's supposed to be used for. So in this case, you pick training. 4 hours. You pick the date and you put in here, whatever the description of the training was, and that's basically it.